I was thinking about the book The Outliers. I was thinking about 10,000 hours. In the book The Outliers, it was talking about people who were really successful, like abnormally successful. And one of the factors was they had 10,000 hours of practice at something. And then there was an opportunity to put that something to thorough use. Like people like Bill Gates, let's say. But I started thinking, like, so all these successful people have these traits, and I was like thinking, you know what, actually I feel like I live a successful life. And well, I was like, what are my 10,000 hours in? And so I was thinking that I don't have any education. I don't have any formal job training. I have 10,000 hours of what some might call like a life of poverty, but I would call 10,000 hours of a life of simplicity. So like more of like a Walden Pond style, 10,000 hours of education in the Walden Pond University. So how does this relate to success? And here's the thing, like when I was like an independent contractor, I work really, really hard, but if I didn't take jobs, I wasn't working. You know what I mean? Like, so I worked really hard and then went traveling, and I took a vacation in the Canyonlands. Or when I was working where I'm working at now, you know, it's like they're traditional. You work a year, you get a week off. You work another year, you get 2 weeks off. So you like after 3 years, you've only been away from work a couple times. But that's not going to work for me. So what I would do is throw my boat on top of my car and paddle out to an island. And every day, I'd paddle back to my car and drive to work. I did that for like 2 weeks. Took a 2-week island vacation. That's a lot of hard work, actually, and it means I was up really early, you know, getting at it, and then getting home, quote unquote, really late, and it was a lot of effort. But I'm not going to just work year after year. That's not why I'm alive. So, and then like last month, my 4-month-long camp trip. Like, you know, work's not going to give anybody 4 months off. So it's like my 10,000 hours of simplicity, my education in simplicity, have made me know how to make sacrifices in order to make the system work for me. It's the same thing about living in a tiny house. It's like talking to one of my friends, and he's like paying like for the house he lives in, they pay like $12,000 a year in rent. And that was like the whole thing of like having a tiny house is I want that $12,000. So like living in a tiny house isn't awesome. Like, you know, like you can't just jump in the shower real quick or take a bath, or you have something baking in the oven while you pull ice out of the freezer. It's the whole thing of like, even like 2-week vacation on an island was an awful lot of work. But that's the thing, like I'm willing to work harder to at doing what I love rather than work harder at a job. So that was the other thing too. I was able to go to as part-time as I could get it, down to like 24, 25 hours a week. Because I'm not out spending money, I'm out doing this. So this is how I want to live my life. And you might think that like the thing about living a life of poverty, like a lot of people don't have a choice of living a life of poverty. So like I make it a choice, I'm successful at. When like the economy takes a nosedive, like it did, I was working more than ever. Because that's how my whole life is geared. So I have 10,000 hours experience at living at a poverty level, and the living is good. I'm on a path.